G'day everybody. Now what is a smile sinner? And how are smile sinners allowed to be? Well, it depends on what country you are. They've all got different laws. But a smile sinner is a person that goes, you're getting a good deal, but you're not. Right? And the bigger they rip you off, the bigger the smile sinners, as they allow to do that and get away with it, as they use laws and groups of people, perception and takeovers to get away with it. Right? So I want to give you an example. Like, you know, on TV they go, if this program does not satisfy you, please help us by sending in a complaint about, sexual scenes not good for kids if the kids seen it on normal TV and language and all this kind of stuff. Please send it in because you're going to need a lot of send-ins for any real changement. But you hear this ad go forever and all you actually see while this ad has been out since I grew up is more of what they're trying to stop. Pretty crazy, eh? But it's the truth, right? And now we're in a position more than ever in that program, still popping away and it's saying, like, feed the kids. But they haven't gone higher into solving the situation. They're going to be stuck there forever, right? It's just a way of them functioning, I guess, having a job. But it's not a real important one, and it's not one that's succeeding. It's a Band-Aid, right? And so I want to talk about more of these problems, why we have inflation and all that, because the government's allowing certain things to get passed, and these smilers that are the biggest crooks ever. You don't have to worry about a dude that steals in your face and on camera. Usually those crooks are desperate, or they're screaming out for help, or they believe they can outdo you. They're either one of those kind of things. Or you just got a crook that actually is the worst. They deceive you. They say they're there for you, and they smile in your face, and they tell everyone else that they're doing good for you and that, but they're actually backstabbing you. They're the worst type, and they're becoming more and more of them. Right? So I just want to talk about one of these sinners that sells speakers, right, and how they do it. Now, I've talked about it before, but here's the speaker trick. The speaker trick goes down like this, people. So have a good look. Make sure you look. It's all about looking. They always hope that you don't look and you rush in. Rush in, don't look. That's the thing. If you can do that, they get you the most. The more you look, the more they got to work harder too. So they don't like that, right? And sometimes they just give up halfway through. So if you look, and that's part of the loophole too, is that they got to write the words finer at the end of the contract. Right? And here comes the speaker thing. So on the speakers, you'll look through here on TV. You look through or eBay. They all do similar things. And you'll find it's from the same similar country, which we know about, which is sad for them because if they don't fix their problem, they'll end up just being the little outcome problem, right? Which is actually spreading around to them. China, right? About having the most fraudulent stuff and scammer stuff and bullshit materials. They smile in your face all the way. Right? They say it's one thing and it's not even that. And then it can't even function. Smile all the way. And then go, what are you going to do about it? You can't smile all the way. Keep on going. How many more can we get? Biggest crooks ever. Should be instantly shut down. I've got plenty to say to go shut them down and not allow it and go instantly off. And people are worrying about what people got to say and they're shutting them down for freedom of speech. How crazy is that? And people can just not listen to them. And they're not selling anything, right? Unless they're saying, donate now. Donate now. You must donate. I need your donate. Unless they're doing all that, which they might not, because then they just get the money and go, look, I didn't get enough money after I bought my house and went and had a barbecue, flew over to see Jimbo, and I need some more donations. Unless they're doing that, right? Which are scammers, which are everywhere. They just want you to feed them, right? So what happened with these speakers, I'm looking through, and they go, 700 watt, 1,000 watt speaker, yeah, max power, right? Music put out, right? Sound volume, and all this kind of stuff, right? Because it's all about, business is all about sucking you in, making it sound good, getting what you want to hear, huh? Getting that deal. Once you got it, what are you going to do about it? It's a big fight. Give up. And that's a gamble. Business is more of an outcome. That's what they're going to do. And they can smile on your face and do all these things and go, you got fooled. That's when it comes to stock markets, stuff like that. These people in the system all knew they pulled out. People pulling out is what makes it collapse, but it's part of the system. And that's how the rich do. They pull out movies about it and everything. It's how it runs. You'll see every collapse when you hear about people going, oh, they're getting their savings. And stuff. But it's all part of the first dudes to pull out first and know when to pull out with their algorithms. And they've got AIs to do it now, even worse. So the richest get richer. So they're just big scams, like Nickelback song. They get finder's fees and shit like that. It's all what they're running for, stealing from others too, those finder fees. More profit in the middleman, right? And so let's get back to the speakers. Just trying to explain it. A lot of people try to explain these speaker things and they don't really get it. So I try to chuck in similar things to help you get it, as it helped me when I had certain education, which is what I was talking about in the previous clip, about sometimes you need certain education, certain areas to get things. Otherwise, you won't just get it. You're just going to have to believe others. Right? And we all run on that in a lot of areas. But these areas that are failing, so they're hard to believe now, isn't it? So you're better off going and check it yourself and doing it yourself. Right? And so these speakers, they say all these wattages, right? But then in the, by now, and they're trying to explain to you what it is. But then you go to, there's other parts where the government tries to stop these people, but still allow us. They get money in the background in certain areas. Other governments worse than others. Or they haven't got enough equipment to find them all. Right? So, and the equipment's not that hard, really, to get when it comes to sorting out these areas for how much they spend and waste in others. If they can just stop one problem, they'll have to fix another. Right? Stop wasting money. The speakers, you go in the specs and they'll go from, say, here's one case, 500 watt speaker. So you get 500 watts max power. And then you go into the specs and the specs say 50 watts to 100 to 80, 30 watts to 50 watts. Just 50 watts max power, 70 watt max power. But it says it's doing 700 watts. Here was a little pattern, not always, but a main pattern. It says 700 watts, and yet in the specs it says 70. Sounds like they want that extra zero. Just chuck an extra zero on it, mate. Cool. It does work, doesn't it? Right? If I didn't look at things, in a lot of cases I'm in a rush, and in a lot of cases you want to believe it, and stuff like that, and you haven't been fooled yet. People haven't checked it up. Everyone gets it, so just to fool everyone once, that's 8 billion fools at $30. Fucking hell, mate. Fucking hell. That's why it stays there. Fucking hell. And no one else is stopping it. Fucking hell, mate. That's a lot of money. Yeah, that's inflation. Then get me another million of these items. Fucking lot of money, mate. Yeah, fucking lot of money. Yeah, I need some more money. Right? And so you'll see that. And what got me, and you'll see some people really advertise, so you'll find, you'll find the exactly same speaker. What the fuck? You go into it and it actually says it's a 50 watt speaker. Right? Perhaps it can max to 500. Perhaps you might get a different detail like that. But it's pretty much a 50 watt speaker. It's not saying it's a 600 watts, right? More powerful, blah, 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 blah. Right? It's all in the detail of how it looks and stuff like that. Even that gets it away. The paint looks like shit, but it's trying to say it's all this stuff. That speaker looks crappier than the other speaker, and yet the other one's only 100 and that one's a 600. You think you put, and that one's saying we put all the high quality materials into it. Looks cool, it's only 100, worth more money too, and this one is less money, right? And doesn't look as good. You can look into it and see that it's, dodgy and glue hanging out the side and shit, huh? Not nice and clean. And sometimes you can get it like that and still be 600, can be. That's why it's cheap, right? But then sometimes it's just a full-on scam. They get worse and worse, right? And you'll find that exact the same speaker actually saying it's 50 watt over here, being legit, and then this one here up on it. Oh, no, it's this and this and that. And you know what they do to it too with the speakers? As they like to show you people getting the package, getting the speaker, they'll do a video. So what they are, this is what you'll get. And they show you the product a little bit more. They put a sticker on it. First, don't succeed. Just bang a sticker on it. Put your thumbs up on it. Yeah. You know that old trick? Change sticker. And that's what they do on the back of it. They're a sticker. They're not even painted or infused in it. When things are infused in it, they're more likely to be the truth. Right? Doesn't mean it won't be fake. That'll be another thing. You will have to make these fakers work harder. Right? Until then, they don't need to because they can just slam a sticker on it. Right? And so you'll see a sticker on these ones. The legit ones are more painted on or drawn onto the thing. But some of them have stickers too. But they have a sticker on it. And they'll say 600 watt. Right? And then the other one, that was the exact same speaker and everything, didn't have a sticker on it. And underneath it's got a 50 watt. It's telling you the specs. Right? And check it out. Actually, I'll actually video it, put it in private. I like to keep things in private about mine, about those, that exact point of what I found and which two it is, and you can go check it out yourself. You won't, I probably won't video the whole spec thing, I might, but I'll video it, put it in private, of the speakers that I was talking about, how they did that. And what I end up getting, just for a few bucks more too, found ones that are more legit made than to be ripped off with these cheap spec ones and thinking I've got better ones, and then even blow on by turning them up trying to get that wattage out of it. It's just a pain in the ass. But check it out yourself. You'll see these things in all these sectors all over the place. Without research, I guess you got time to learn a lesson or have money to blow. You've got those things, money's nothing to you, you don't have to learn. Certain things people don't have to learn, and certain things people need to learn more than others as they in another area of financial situation or people around them and stuff. And so they need to learn things in a different way. But have a good one. And yeah, these scammers, smile in your face, eh? Biggest scammers of them all. Biggest crooks they are. And yet they get away with it and become more. Creates more sin in the world collectively. See you later.